Okay, we're almost all perfectly set up for today. I just have to send some messages and then we're Gucci. Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang. Man, that's a mood. You remember what happened, didn't you? Yeah, we're gonna have to relive that. Ooh, Kingston Clubhouse. Cool. He's going straight to jail. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Edgeworth killed the person. And we're his prosecutor. Edgeworth ain't gonna last long in jail. He's kinda done for. Okay, we can start now. Why not? Where? What? What? have we gone? There we go. Wait. What's going on? Swoop-de-boop that chat right out for me. There we go. I was 1 pixel too little. There we go. There we go. No, I was just like getting my right monitor set up. Yeah, right monitor. This one's not a emulation. This is just a remaster of the game. See? It's been, what, 15 years? About that, yes. 15 years is a long time to wait. You can't imagine how much I've suffered. You've suffered. But now, the perfect opportunity has presented itself. At last, I shall have my revenge. What? Merry Christmas. Edgeworth going to jail! That sucks, dude. Hey, Nick. Did you know Edgeworth killed the guy? I think revamping like your social media and like sites like that to be more mainstream-esque and like streamlined, but still show you as a creative person would help. Like having your Twitch set up and do like some Twitch streams and such like that. Like Twitch would probably help a ton. PictArto I've heard is actually really good too. You could probably use Restream to like stream from Twitch to PictArto at the same time, so that could help. Then like I can help out with the chatbot and such like that, and I can help you set up your channel there and help like with a redesign if you need that. Like during the time you're looking for commissions, I feel like the best thing to do is put more work into yourself. You know if there's any good waterfalls around here? Waterfalls. Dare I ask why? Duh, Nick, isn't it obvious? I need a waterfall to stand under, preferably a freezing one. Oh, is that part of your spirit medium training? Of course! Except I've been slacking off lately. I need to brave the elements and be forged anew under the rushing spring waters. Max! How are you? That's a mood. So I got some information for later in stream. If I forget to say, please remind me, but I have big information to drop. Okay. Yeah. I don't know about any falls per se, but Gourd Lake is pretty close. Oh, darn. Sorry, but them's the breaks. Couldn't you just take a cold shower or something? Good idea. Ooh, here we go. A large unidentified animal was sighted at Gourd Lake. The town is buzzing with excitement. The locals are calling it Gordy in a tip of the hat to Nessie, the Loch Ness monster. Though its namesake Nessie proved to be a hoax. Locals are confident that Gordy is a real deal. Boring. Can't this show real news for a change? Nick? The water pressure is kinda low in that shower. You want more pressure, huh? Why don't you go down to the fire department and have them spray you with the hose? Good idea, Nick! Apparently Fey blood is no aid in detecting sarcasm. We interrupt this program to bring you a special news bulletin. Strange occurrences continue at Gourd Lake, but this time, it's murder. Gourd Lake again? The body of a man was found in the lake early this morning. A source was apprehended. A suspect was apprehended. The sources inside the police department revealed that the suspect's name is Miles Edgeworth, age 24. Edgeworth was an up-and-coming prosecutor known for his skill and connections. He was guaranteed a long and rewarding career. Has he thrown it all away? Edgeworth? What's going on? Edgeworth would never do something like... Nick? Huh, Maya! The fireman yelled at me when I called him. We got bigger things to worry about that, Maya. Fuck. They arrested Edgeworth. What, you mean the prosecutor? Yeah, he's a suspect in a murder. What? When? Where? Whom? Why? How? I don't know. Let's go find out, Nick. Planty boy, how are you? Charlie! I love you, Charlie. Charlie's my favorite character in this now. Detention center. You know, Nick, we've all been in here one time or another, haven't we? I guess it comes with the territory. I'm not sure it's something we should mention to too many people. My boy! He's on the other end! Hey, Edgeworth, come back! What are you doing here? Nick, I don't think he's in a very good mood. Well, he is in detention. Were you in a good mood when you were here? So you've come to laugh at the fallen attorney. Ooh, you'll be surprised. So you've come to laugh at a fallen attorney. Then laugh. Laugh! Well, why aren't you laughing? Nick, should we be laughing? Nah, it's a trick. Laugh and he'll get mad or burst into tears. Edgeworth, we don't have much free time we can spend. We don't have so much free time we can spend it coming down here to laugh at you. Yes, you do. He's actually right. I hoped you wouldn't come. I didn't want you to see me. Not like this. I didn't want to see you like this either, believe me. Edgeworth, tell me what happened. Why should I? What are you going to do about it? Duh! We're gonna help you, that's what! Hello, phone. My phone's not on silent. You're gonna have to give me a bit. Okay. Help me? You? Don't be ridiculous. I'm sorry? You're a novice. You've only been in 3 trials. Hey! Sure, you got lucky and won all 3. But your luck's bound to run out someday. You need real skill, right? Experience. Nick, he's insulting you. Nick? Why am I the one who always has to get angry? The murder took place at Gordy Lake, correct? Yes, late last night. The lake is a long way away from your offices and courthouse. Why were you down there? I see no need to tell you. Mr. Edgeworth, you didn't really... Gordy. Huh? I went to see Gordy. Gordy? What's that? I'll tell you later. Why won't Edgeworth talk to us? Yes! I'm an attorney, damn it! Your attorney's badge? Edgeworth, let me defend you. Ha! Ha ha! Good one, right? But I'm not that hard up yet. What do you mean by that? Me? Trust a wet behind-the-ears lawyer with only 3 trials under his belt? Never. What? My case is near hopeless, right? Every defense attorney I've talked to turned me down. What? Simply put, they're afraid they'd lose. It occurred to me that it might be my fault that they lack confidence. After all, I did get every single one of the clients declared guilty. I don't believe it. Regardless, I don't want you involved in this. You in particular, I cannot ask you to do this. Oh, we gotta... Can we talk to you about anything else? Yes, we can! Edgeworth, this is really hard for me to ask. But you didn't do it, right? Right? Think what you will. I have only one request. Huh? Stay out of this case. Why? But Nick is trying to help you. I know that. But I don't want your help, okay? Why not? Look, just go away and leave me alone. Mr. Edgeworth did it, didn't he? Maya, let's go investigate elsewhere. But Nick... Wait. Hell yeah, buddy. How you doing? Hell yeah. He's doing his job. Gourd Lake Nature Park, December 25th. Gourd Lake Park. Entrance. This is where it happened? Christmas, yeah, that's why you said Merry Christmas. Edgeworth is in jail on Christmas! Yes, Gourd Lake is in the middle of the park. I can see some police walking around in there. Questioning people, probably. Hey, isn't that Detective Gumshoe over there? Well, pal, there's enough of us here. Anyone find anything? Sorry, sir. Nothing. Idiot! The trial's tomorrow! We need clues on the double. But, sir, there weren't any clues. That's why we arrested that attorney, Mr. Edgeworth. It's clear, sir. He's the one who... Shut up! Just you try saying that again. I'll make you sorry if you do. So just get out of my face, pal. Yes, sir. Detective Gumshoe is kind of scary today. Recruits. Ah! Every time with you. Hey, you're that Harry guy. Harry Butts. Right. Phoenix Wright. Will he ever learn my name? And just what are you doing here, pal? Investigating? Huh? Well, yes, I suppose. Well, I'm here to help. Ask me anything you want. Bring it. He seems different than usual. I wonder what's up. Mr. Edgeworth actually hasn't asked us to defend him yet. Huh? Oh, you don't say. Detective Gumshoe? You know what happened here? Huh? You don't know, pal? No. Oh, okay, Mr. Head in the pink fluffy clouds lawyer. Haven't the... What? Never mind, I'll tell you. It happened about midnight, about 15 minutes after midnight. There was a boat out on Gourd Lake. In that boat were two men. One of those men shot the other with a pistol. And the shooter was Mr. Edgeworth. A cop who arrived on the scene arrested him. How did they get there so fast? Well, there was a witness. When the report came in, we raced to the lake. A witness? You don't think Mr. Edgeworth is a murderer, do you? Absolutely not. It's impossible. I don't care if there's a witness either. I don't believe a lick of it. Right. Who cares what the witness says? I care. You really believe in him, don't you, detective? Of course I do. But the police are pretty sure he's the killer. Nobody's even really taken this investigation seriously. Oh no. After all the help Mr. Edgeworth has been to us, hard to imagine that no one's standing up to his side. Well, at least you are, detective. At least you are. Is it true? No one will take Mr. Edgeworth's case? Yeah. He's a bit of a celebrity. If you defended him and you lost, your reputation would be sure to suffer. What's more, the case against him is, well, it's pretty solid. I suppose it would be if you had a witness. Hey, pal! Don't tell me you're going to turn your back on him too. Remember the Steel Samurai case? Mr. Edgeworth helped you get your client declared innocent. I know. I went to Edgeworth. I tried. He really doesn't want us to represent him. Especially not us, he said. What? Well, that doesn't make any sense, pal. You should have heard him talking about you after that trial. He kept saying, right, 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 over and over. Nick? I'm not sure that's a good sign. Neither am I. Why wouldn't he want your help? I don't get it. Who was this witness? Sorry, pal. That's confidential. Anyway, the witness saw everything, apparently. I'm sure they'll turn up at the trial tomorrow. Was there only that one witness? Yep, it was pretty cold out there on that lake night. And it was Christmas Eve after all. Still, we're being thorough. You never know when you're going to turn up another witness. Gumshoe's a good boy. Best detective. Best boy. Best double. So far, we're coming up empty. Oh, it's Christmas today. I'd forgotten. What are you getting me for Christmas, Nick? Talk to Santa. Detective Gumshoe, sir. What? You find something? No, sir. Not yet. But there was a call from the precinct. They want to hold an investigation briefing. A briefing? Right. I'm off. Oh. Sorry, pal. I guess you heard. I gotta go. Any last things you want to talk about? Autopsy report. Well, yes. Do you have any information about on the victim? Sorry. They haven't worked up an autopsy yet. I'm still waiting for it myself. Oops, I bumped the mic again. Actually, say, if you get the time, drop by the precinct. I boop the mic a lot because I'm just not used to having a mic with an arm and such. We can talk more there, pal. You're not coming back, detective? Probably not, pal. So what should we do if we have something to talk to you about? Ah, right. Here, I'll show you how to get to the precinct. Come down and see me anytime. Oh, hey, Detective Gumshoe! What? We'd like to take a look around the park. Can we walk around? Yeah, no problem, pal. You got my permission. You know, Nick, I think that there's something to be said about talking to people when they're busy. Yeah, they don't have the time to think about not giving you information. Right, now let's get to investigating. Samurai dogs. Wowzers! This is Gourd Lake? Yup. I'm not sure it warrants a wowzers, though. Probably not. But hey, look at that snack stand. Samurai dogs? I want a samurai dog, please. I bet they're great. With a name like a samurai dog, how could they not be? They're a little behind the times, though. The kids are all into the pink princess now. I mean, like, you know. Nope. Dude, poppers! Someone left some poppers here. You know, you pull the string, and it goes, pop. Yeah, I know the ones. You see them a lot around New Year's. Hey, Nick. They might be a clue. Let's take them. Come on, admit it. You just want to pop them, right? Was it that obvious? Poppers. Take them. Suppose it couldn't hurt. Huh? Where'd they go? Into my pocket. Not very clue-worthy. Maya would eat right here, right now. Dig through the trash! Huh. Almost didn't see that signpost. Left, boat docks, right, exit. A hot dog stand. It's closed. The Christmas fringe looks a little half-baked. The banner reads Samurai Dogs. Somebody needs to redecorate. Wow, Gourd Lake is really big. Yeah. Say, Nick, why is it called Gourd Lake? Oh. Well, a long time ago they used to grow gourds here. Whoa, no way! I was sure it was because the lake looked like a gourd when viewed from above. You know, like an hourglass shape. Well, it is shaped like a gourd, but that's just a coincidence. Oh, okay. Bang! December 25th. Christmas. Gourd Lake Woods. I like it here, Nick. Look, someone's camping. They've got guts, camping around the scene of a murder. Hey, Nick! If they were camping here last night, they might know something about the murder. That's true. Good call, Maya. Let's go talk to him. Hey, Nick. What? Don't tell me you're hungry again. No. I was just wondering, why are camping pots and pans made out of aluminum? They didn't talk about that in any of the law books. So there's no law saying that they have to be made out of aluminum then. I'm not having this conversation. There's food and some magazines on a sheet. It takes a pretty tough skin to camp in this cold. The sign says no camping. Funny place to pitch your tent. Wait, what if the sign said no setting tents on fire? I don't think they have signs like that. Oh. I will be right back. I have to step out for a second. I'm back. Whew. This SUV has seen better days. It's dented all over. Can't believe anyone would drive their car down here. Trees grow quite thick here. Further back, the trees fade into shadows where the sunlight can't even reach them. There we go. I guess there's only this. This camera has a mic of some sort. And some sort of attachment. Must take pictures when triggered by noise. Wow, cool. Let's try it out. Hi, I'm Nick. Maybe I'm not saying it loud enough. Hey! I'm Nick! Huh. Nick! Will you stop that? Maybe it's broken. Don't kick it! Maybe it just isn't set up to respond to our voices. Well, what then? These things? The party poppers. Bang! It just took like 1 billion photos. Well, it responded. Yo! Hey you, get your hands off of that. What in the sandmill? Look what you done now. There goes a whole roll of film. What? Huh? Sorry. Sorry's nice, but it don't pay my bills. You know how much a roll of that film costs? I'll pay you back. What were y'all thinking, setting off a party popper in a place like this? Well. What? Don't try and play stupid with me just because you think I'm some country bumpkin. Yeah, I know how y'all Yanks think. I say those southern folks talk with exaggerated drawl. Why, they must be dumb. Well, let me tell you, just cause I might be dumb, don't mean we all... Just because I'm dumb doesn't mean everybody is. Sorry, I didn't think I would read that. That's great. I love her already. Nick, help! And who are you now? Her chaperone? Yeah, no. Rather, we're sort of friends. Just figure out what y'all are gonna say and say it, for bejesus's sake. God, I'd rather sit through one of Papa's drawls than listen to you stutter all day. Oh boy. Guess we should pay her for the film. Watch it! Yes, ma'am. On second thought, I'll pay later. I'm really sorry. What? Can't you see him changing the film on my camera here? Someone. I'm not naming names, but someone used up a whole roll. Sorry. That didn't work. Wonder if I have anything to show her that would get her attention. What? Can't you see him changing? Okay. Alright, this is my badge. Huh? Aren't badges supposed to be all shiny and impressive? You a cop or something? I'm a lawyer. What? You're only gonna try and pull one of them lawsuits on me over that film now. Cause I'll have y'all know I'm a fighter and I wrestled meaner looking things than you. No, that's not it at all. We're investigating the murder that took place here on the lake. A murder? Sounds cool. Why didn't y'all say that in the first place? Go ahead, ask me anything you like. Finally, some cooperation. You two, y'all can come out of hiding now. I won't bite. Hard. Let me think there. Where did Maya get to? Hey! Sorry. I was feeling a little overwhelmed. The culture gap and all. Never mind you, honey. I can talk Yank if it pleases you. Thanks. I think I'll be okay. Great then. I'm Lotta. Lotta Hart. But y'all can call me Lotta. She's got a lot of heart! Yeah! I love the naming scheme in this game. I'm here photographing meteor showers for a research project. Mighty pleased to meet you. Look at that smile. Oh yeah, when was that murder anyway? Ain't seen much television lately. It happened late in the night on Christmas Eve. That's so? Christmas Eve? A man on a boat was shot. Did you see anything? Well, let me see. A boat, you say? I reckon I might have seen one. Not sure though. Y'all gotta remember, I've been watching this here lake for a good 3 days now. I've seen enough boats to choke a mule. Kinda hard to remember which I seen when. So what is it you do, Lotta? Huh? Me? Y'all don't really want to know that, do ya? Actually, I'm a research student at Country U. Right in the heart of the heartland. Wow, neat. Nick, she's a research student at the university. Country U. The fucking puns. So I hear. So when did you come up here? Let me see. I guess it was about 3 days ago? What are you photographing? Didn't I tell you already? Meteors. Yup, meteor showers. Falling stars. That's quite a camera you have there. Y'all better know it. It's German made, a genuine Soligan. Isn't that where they make knives? What's that device you have stuck to the camera? Huh? Device? Your camera went off all by itself when I fired off my party popper. Oh, that mic triggers a shutter whenever it detects certain sounds. It's programmed to pick up loud noises right now. A programmable camera? Neat! It only responds to loud noises, like a party popper. Or a gunshot! Ooh. Is that Lotta? Yeah. So your camera, it triggers on loud explosion noises. Yup. Actually, the victim in the case we're researching, he was shot with a pistol. A pistol? Right. Now, wouldn't a gunshot make a similar noise to our party popper? I guess it would. Your camera. Didn't it get a picture of the murderer, did it? Hey! Y'all are pretty bright. Huh? I see what you're saying. Tell you what, I'll have a look-see at my film. It would have to have been a photo taken late last night. I checked them once. I don't remember if there's anything on them, though. But what if I got something? I could be a witness to a genuine murder. Yeehaw! Yeehaw! Hell yeah. I'll go check that film. Y'all come back now, you hear? She went inside her SUV. Guess we should come back later. Boats! Christmas. Boat rental. Nick, what is this place? Boat rental shop. Closed for Christmas, it seems. Guess a murder taking place on one of those boats won't be good for business either. Boats. I've never ridden on a boat. Really? Well, how about we get on one when the trial is finished? Hey, good idea! You bet. Small boat rental shop. Doesn't look like anyone is around. They're probably closed since it's Christmas. Damn it, I keep hitting the wrong button. There are some boats floating at dock. One of those boats was used in a murder, I wonder. Was one of these boats used in a murder, I wonder? I love her. I love him. He's a good boy. Very good. Nick? Huh? I changed my mind. I don't really want to go for a boat ride. That's how they get you. You get on the boat and then you get a free murder. There's more forest off that way. I doubt I'd find any helpful clues in there. Gumshoe! Christmas, Police Department, Criminal Affairs. Guess Detective Gumshoe is still in that meeting. Hey! Thanks for coming down, pal. Detective Gumshoe! We just finished the meeting, for better or for worse. I feel bad feeling we're in for some bad news. Do you know anything about the victim yet? No. Still can't ID him. Has Mr. Edgeworth said anything? Not a word. So how'd the meeting go? Can't tell you, pal. You're a lawyer. True. You know, I don't know what to believe anymore. Sure, Mr. Edgeworth's human like you or me. Still, I get the feeling that if he'd done something wrong, he wouldn't go hiding it. That's just the kind of guy he is. Well, why can't anyone else see that? So they think Mr. Edgeworth did it? Well, the trial's starting tomorrow as scheduled. I see. Bucky. Buddy. Give me some time. I'll hang out with you. Hey, in the end, you did tell us about the meeting. Don't go telling anyone else, pal. Yes, sir. And do me a favor. Stand by Mr. Edgeworth. He needs help, and you're the ones to help him. I'm sure he's got some reason why he won't talk to us. Thanks, Detective Gumshoe. Detective Gumshoe? How come you trust Mr. Edgeworth so much? Well, I think that'd be obvious. We got a strong working relationship, us two. We trust each other, and that's how it works. A working relationship? See, Mr. Edgeworth always gets his defendants declared guilty every time. Yes, his methods might be a little extreme at times, but there's a reason. He trusts our investigation, see? He trusts us to get the right man. That's why I work extra hard, pal. We gotta earn that trust he placed in us. I see. Mr. Edgeworth is a man you can trust. You can have my word on that. I was wondering, did you ever get that autopsy report? Oh, that? Yeah, I made a copy of it for you. Autopsy report added to court record. Thank you. Nick? Huh. Can you show me that photo of the victim? A face. Someone you know? I don't know. Just have this feeling that I met him somewhere a long time ago. Thanks, detective. Thanks, dude. That must be the chief of the detectives here. He's glued to his computer screen. What? Gourd Lake. Gordy sighted. I don't believe it. Can you be reading something more important? Poster of a female police officer. Wait, no, that's the latest Babes in Uniform calendar. My bad. Well... Hey, is this the police department's mascot? That's the Blue Badger! It was my idea. I made it. It's my mascot. I see. How nice. I'll get him assigned mascot of the Criminal Affairs Department if it's the last thing I do. Good luck. I must be one of the detectives. He's mumbling something to himself. Alright, hands against the wall. All of you. Don't even think about escaping. I've got eyes in the back of my head. Must be doing image training for arrests. These are detectives' desks. There are computers and files on each one. Funny, they're a lot tidier than you'd expect. Guess the detectives don't spend a lot of time at their desks. What is it? Oh! Nothing. Just something's been bothering me. Could you show me that autopsy report once more? Hey! I remember now! This guy! He's a lawyer that was at that office Mia worked at. I met him once when I was there to hang out with Sis. That office? Wait. You mean Grossberg's office? Right, that guy. That's the last name I expected to come up. Maybe I should go talk to him for old time's sake. It's been a while since I was here last. Mr. Grossberg is out as usual. Hey Nick, look at the wall. The painting is still missing. He must have known about the deal with Grossberg and Red White. She kept track of all his extortion and blackmail rackets. There we go. There's something new. Hey, y'all! Lotta! Wait up a second. We got bingo. Bingo? My automatic camera took 2 pictures last night. Hey! This is them. Takes a look. Wait. See? See? He's shooting him with that pistol. Looks like that, yes. But you can't really tell who it is that is shooting. Well, yeah, there was enough fog out there last night to strangle a bullfrog. You know. Seeing these photos reminded me of something. What? I saw the murder happen. I'm a witness. What? Are you serious? Of course. How do you forget? Never mind. Y'all reckon I should tell the cops? I reckon so. What's that? Now don't you try and get me to mock my accent. I'm a sensitive lady. Hey, so I'm off to talk to the cops. Y'all can have this photo. Later. Wait, Lotta! What? Can't y'all see I'm kinda busy? Tell us what you saw too, please? Nice try, honey, but I wasn't born yesterday. I'm a witness, and that means I'm on the side of justice. And that means the cops. I'd sooner eat the south side of my northbound skunk. I'd soon eat a south side of a northbound skunk than tell you. Lotta. Don't get your skivvies in a bunch. Friends today, enemies tomorrow. Or is that the other way around? No matter, I'm gone. Hey, maybe they'll let me do some testifying. Hot darn. She left. Well, that's one more witness. What do we do now, Nick? Well, if she saw something, then there's not much we can do about it. Question is, what exactly did she see? Guess we'll find out at the trial tomorrow. Sometime on the 24th or 25th. Cause 1 bullet shot to the heart. 25th, 12:15. Looks like the police have given up their interviewing. Hey! It's Santa! Oh fuck, it's also Skern! Skern Santa? What timing? Dude, how are you doing, Skern? We haven't talked in a fair bit. And you gotta hang out sometime again. You play Destiny a lot. I've been getting deep into Destiny recently. I gotta grab those DLCs again. No, his Chrome! That's tragic, dude. How you been, buddy? Bucky, come here. Yes, I hear you. I've been having a good stream. We're only like an hour in, and this is my like short day, but this is nice. I've gained a cat. Nick, I think Santa's mad at you. Oh fuck, I'm on the naughty list. Long time no see, Nick. Nick, you know Santa? Wow, Nick and Saint Nick. Hey, I see the connection. Don't be ridiculous. Dude, it's me. Larry! Hey! Larry Santa. Oh, what a good clip. What are you doing here? Well, isn't it obvious? I'm working my day job. I sell samurai dogs. Want one? Gotta get money for dates, you know? My girl Kiance deserves the best. Kiance? Not another model, I hope. Oh, Kiance's a fine woman, Nick. It was her idea that I wear this costume. She was all, You go, girlfriend. You know? That is legitimately something that I know fucking Skern would say. She bought me this costume. That's great, Larry. Wow, a Santa costume. She must be really nice. Whoa, cute. Nick, who's she? She's not your... Not my... What? No, she's not. I'm his partner, Maya Fey. I'm a little sister. Sister? Wow, Nick. Must be tough. Working 9 to 5 and having to take care of a little sister. Man, he's the smartest person we know. Oh, man. I guess this is a good time then, Anthony. The news I was gonna drop. On Friday, I plan on doing like a PowerPoint thing and a movie night to celebrate hitting 200 follows. With that, I also have big news that on the 23rd of next month, I will be on a hefty flight over to Germany. Me and Bucky are gonna be the hell out of United States and over in Berlin, where I know nothing of the language besides, like, the basics. But stream schedule is bound to change and such, but I will still be streaming as much as I can, and probably streaming off of Pascal's computer when he's not home. So I can do more Realm, and I can do more hefty games. So PS2, other games like that are all going to be on the chopping block of stuff I can do. Also, those of you that came from the raid, I'm Taylor the Rat. I do a lot of retro games and like remastered games and such like that, because I like to show different like older things, and this is a remastered game of a Game Boy Advance game and DS game, which is really cool. It's all about being a lawyer and such, and you're jumping in at like the halfway point through the story, maybe a little bit farther than that. No, I'm not Nick's sister. I'm my older sister's little sister. Huh? Sounds great. Don't worry, he's not listening. What do you know about this? What's this? You know, my eyes have been getting pretty bad lately, Nick. Actually, the photo's blurry, Larry. It was taken last night. Last night? What info do you have for me? Hey, Larry. There was a murder here last night. And since you work here, have you heard anything? Nick, you're wasting your time. Last night was Christmas Eve. He was with Kiance, obviously. He wouldn't have been standing out here in the cold. Oof. I think what you said caught him off guard, Maya. No, it's just... Fiance's not in town right now. She's in Hawaii on a photo shoot. He's with another model! A model. I knew it. Well, anyway, there was a murder here on the lake. The trial's tomorrow. Huh, neat. The defendant is Edgeworth. Miles Edgeworth. I'm Nick. Why would Larry know Edgeworth? Whoa, Nick! You don't mean that, Miles Edgeworth? Old Edgy? Hey, Blizzy. Yeah, he's a murder suspect. Whoa! Murder? Huh? You know Mr. Edgeworth, Larry? Yeah, of course. Edgy was in the same class as us in grade school. What? Samurai dogs. Tell me about the dogs. Huh? Oh, you mean the samurai dogs. Why are they samurai dogs? I mean, they kind of look gourd-shaped. Well, originally they were gourd dogs, you know, like guard dogs. Ouch. The samurai thing was Kiance's idea. Oh, she's my woman, you know? She was all, change the name and you go, girlfriend. She made that banner. Man, the kids can't get enough of those samurai dogs. Something about that just seems wrong. Oh, and guess what? We're getting tons of customers here at the lake with that big news. The big news? Yeah, Gordy. Gordy? So Mr. Edgeworth was your classmate, Larry? Yeah, Nick, him, and I used to hang out all the time. Wow, I never knew. Don't get me wrong, he's always been kind of a stick in the mud. Studying all the time, trying to be like father. Like his father? Yeah, Edgy's pop was a famous defense lawyer back in the day. Wow. Wait, you said defense lawyer? Yeah. Wait a second. Well, Mr. Edgeworth is a prosecuting attorney. What? Edgy's got a proboscis on his knee? No, he's a prosecuting attorney. That's like the total opposite of a defense lawyer. Huh. Go figure. He's always used to talk about defending the weak who are unable to defend themselves. Man, he used to go on and on about a man's duty to society and all that. What a bore. Wonder what changed his mind, though. You know Nick? Nick? What's Gordy? Huh? You mean you don't know? It's here in this very lake, a giant mysterious monster. Gordy. A monster? Yeah. Check it out. This is an article from yesterday's newspaper. There was a photo. Wow. It's really real. It's a plesiosaur! Yeah. It's probably just a log or something. Right? Hey. There's a quote here from the person who took the photo. What's this? I set the camera to automatic when we got into frame. And I heard a loud bang, like an explosion, followed by the sound of something slipping into the water. I wish I could have seen it. Why would there be a sound like an explosion? Larry, could I borrow this article from you? Sure, no problem. That'll be $1 million. 1 million? Grow up, Larry. Or the article added to the court date record. Aaron, how you doing? Move. Boat rental. Nope. Move. Over beach. Move. Woods. No. I'm doing well. I just dropped some big information on the stream. You missed it. Grossberg. Easier. Ahem. Ah, that old familiar clearing of the throat. Aha, you're Mia's something, are you not? I was her understudy, yes, Phoenix Wright. Aha, and you're Mia's something too, are you not? Her little sister, yes. You've grown. You come to look a lot like your sister, you know? It takes me back. Ah, the days of my youth. Like the scent of fresh lemon, you see? Mr. Grossberg, sir? Ah, yes, I beg your pardon. Of course, you came here to discuss something. What is it then? Something the matter? There was a murder last night. Murder? You haven't heard? I just got up, you see. Well, Miles Edgeworth shot someone with a pistol. Edgeworth? What? Who did he shoot? Well, the identity of the victim is still unknown. This is terrible news indeed. I guess he hasn't heard anything. Mr. Grossberg, whatever happened to that painting? Oh, yes. I do not think it ever shall be coming back to this office. Can't exactly claim it as stolen. I suppose it's just my desserts. All bitter desserts. We talked with Larry Butts. And then we went and talked with him. We talked about how we were friends with me, Larry, and Edgeworth were all in the same class in grade school and used to hang out a ton. And how he wanted to be a defense lawyer. But now he's a prosecutor for some reason. I feel as though I've seen this man somewhere before. Do you remember? He was a lawyer here in my office. That's Hammond. Robert Hammond. Mr. Hammond? And you say this is the man Miles Edgeworth shot? Who's this Hammond guy anyway? Mr. Hammond. He was a defense attorney in that case. That case? Yes, the DL6 incident. DL6. Why does that sound so familiar? Perhaps you remember. I'm sure someone mentioned it during the trial for Mia's murder. It was incidents where the police were at such a loss they used a spirit medium. Wait, you don't mean... That was the medium... Was that medium my mother? Yes, my dear. The spirit medium Misty Fey, your mother, contacted the spirit of a victim. But the case was a loss. No conviction was made. The DL6 incident, yes. Happened 15 years ago. A very strange case indeed. They never caught the criminal, right? Correct. Misty Fey used her powers to talk to the spirit of the late victim. Her testimony led to charges being laid against one man. But Robert Hammond won the case, and the suspect was declared innocent. And the police blamed my mother, calling her a fraud. You were the one who helped her out, right, then? Mr. Grossberg? Yes. Quite. Thank you. No, please. Don't mention it. DL6. Never thought I'd hear that name again. But wait. Does that case have anything to do with Mr. Edgeworth? It has everything to do with Mr. Edgeworth, my dear. The victim in the DL6 incident was none other than his father, Gregory Edgeworth. What? His father? If you want to know more, you should ask him yourself. Show him this, and I'm sure he'll talk to you. Wait. This is a photograph of my mother. Ooh. Oh, well, let's talk, Edgeworth. We got lots to talk about. How's your day? How's your Christmas? What's this? I was hoping you'd gotten my message the first time. Edgeworth, what about your defense? It's no concern of yours. I guess he hasn't found anyone yet. Can I ask you about the murder? Right. I'll ask you again. Just leave me alone. Please try to understand. I'm not doing this to prove I'm tough or because I look down on you. I just don't want you anywhere near this case, understand? Why did you go to Gourd Lake? I have no intention of telling you, nor apparently the telling Detective Gumshoe. Gumshoe was really worried about you. Edgeworth? It's only been a matter of hours since you last visited, yet you've made incredible progress in your investigation. I'll admit it, I'm impressed, Mr. Wright. You are always a single-minded on your work, though. Once you start something, you see it through, don't you? About the DL6 incident. Right, DL6. I didn't want you to find out about it. This is why I refused your offer to defend me. I'm sorry if it sounded like I thought you weren't up for the job. I just wanted to keep you away from DL6. So, do you still think it would have been better to have me stay away? I don't know. But I see no point in hiding anything from you now. Very well. Ask away, whatever you'd like, and I will answer the best of my abilities. The DL6 incident, when my father died. Right before my eyes. He was shot and killed, and I saw it all. My memories from that time are foggy. I suppose it's self-defense mechanism. In any case, a suspect was arrested. A man. It's pretty clear that he was the one who could have killed my father. The spirit medium they used to talk to my father said the same thing. He was an attorney by the name of Robert Hammond that cleared the suspect's name. And Hammond is the victim in the Gourd Lake murder. Correct. That spirit medium, that was my mom. What? You mean you're... It's strange. I thought that terrible incident was about to end. And now, this. Oh, look at him, he's sad! Sad Edgeworth kills me. About to end? The DL6 incident happened 15 years ago. 15 years ago on December 28th. December 28th? The statute of limitations on the case runs out in 3 days. This is nuts! So if we don't catch whoever did it, and whoever's framing Edgeworth in 3 days, we can never catch them. Nick, what does that mean? When a case statute of limitations run out, legally the case never happened. 3 days from now, DL6 will be closed. Forever. What happened to the suspect? The one who got off innocent? I don't know. He disappeared from public view. Nobody knows where to. If he's still alive, I bet he'd be about 50 years old now. I guess I can understand why you went into hiding. It'd be hard to live like a normal man after being a suspect for a murder in such a big case. So was your father a lawyer? He was. Gregory Edgeworth. He was quite famous at that time, apparently. So you were sort of trying to follow in his footsteps. I'd rather not talk about it. Would have thought there'd be a photo. Edgeworth, did you shoot him? What do you think, Bright? I don't think you're the kind to point a gun at anyone, no. So you didn't shoot him? No, I didn't. It wasn't me. Right. Pains me to ask you this now. I know, you want us to defend you. Yes. Will you? Of course we will! And who could have guessed this day would come? Not me. This is my chance to finally pay you back. Pay him back? Pay me back? For what? I do not remember ever doing anything for you. Never mind, I guess you don't really need to know. Huh? My letter of request. Please give it to Detective Gumshoe. Yes! We're his lawyer now! Well, I guess we should... What's that? Earthquake! Nick! It's a big one! Whoa! It's calming down. Whew. That was scary. Huh? Where's Edgeworth? There. He's on the floor in a ball, shivering. I guess he doesn't do well with earthquakes. I heard running, but curling up in a ball? I guess we're done. Mr. Edgeworth doesn't seem like he's going to stand up anytime soon. Let's go, Nick. Edgeworth needs a hug. Give my boy a hug. Hug him down there. What's going on here? Eek. What's wrong, Detective? This wild lady comes in just a while ago. Says she came to talk to y'all after hearing what Mr. Wright had to say. What's this all about, pal? Lot of heart. Why are you going around finding more witnesses? You want to give Mr. Edgeworth the death sentence, pal? No, not at all. I mean, she did see something. There's nothing I can do about that. I can't go around covering up evidence. You trying to say something about the way I do my job? No, sir. So what did Miss Lotta say? Says she saw Mr. Edgeworth fire the pistol. What? She even had a photograph to prove it. Right. I saw it too. But you can't really tell who it is in the photo shooting. That's why she said she's going to enlarge the photo. Said it'll drop the quality a mite, but it should let us see who's who. She can do that? Okay, so there's going to be a larger photo that shows Edgeworth in the act. Great. Just great. In any case, she's going to be the one testifying tomorrow. Huh? What happened to the other witness? Well, apparently there was a cancellation. I'm afraid tomorrow's gonna be life or death with poor Mr. Edgeworth. We got a witness who says she saw the very moment of the murder. And we got a photo taken when the shot rang out. I'd say that sounds like a pretty unwinnable case. Wait, what did Mia used to say? If he's innocent, there's gotta be something I've overlooked. It sounds like Mr. Edgeworth is going to ask the state to assign a public defender. I was just asked to file the paperwork. But you still got time, pal. Go talk to him again, for me, please. You have to convince him. You have to make him let you defend him. I know you're the only one who can do it, pal. You're the only one who can save Mr. Edgeworth. Look what I've got. Hey, you did it, pal! Glad I waited till the last minute to file those papers. I'll rip them and start up new ones for you. Thanks, Detective. I'll see you in court tomorrow, then. Good luck, pal. Hey. You guys feel that earthquake a little while back? I was worried. Worried? You're fine. I lived out here my whole life. I'm pretty used to them by now. Oh, I wasn't worried about you two. I was worried about Mr. Edgeworth. Oh, right. He did seem to overreact a little now that you mention it. Yeah, well, I'm not surprised. It was pretty big quake. I'm going to check on him. You two go eat and get your rest for tomorrow's trial. Later. I wonder what it is with Mr. Edgeworth and earthquakes. I wonder. Was he never that scared of them? Was he never that scared of them when he was in school? And again, I only really got to know him in 4th grade. He transferred to another school after that. I wonder what happened to Edgeworth. Ooh. Donnie! Donnie! How are you? How are you? We doing court now. December 26th, 9:44 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. How are you doing, Donnie? Doing good. This is one of the most, interesting cases out of all of them. It ties in all of the stuff that happens throughout a lot of the cases. The DL6 incident, why, Edgeworth has been helping us out. Like, the situation with, Mia and Maya's mother and the, police. And it's all tying up for the fact that in 3 days, the statute of limitations on the case runs out. And Edgeworth, just a day ago, on Christmas Eve, was arrested in suspicion of killing somebody. And the DL6 incident is Edgeworth's dad getting killed in an elevator in front of him. It's nuts, dude. There's so much going on. That's right. Manfred von Karma. He's the best prosecutor there is. He hasn't lost a case in his 40-year career. He's a god of prosecution, right? A god. Not a single case? He'll do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything. Sounds like someone else I know, Edgeworth. You don't understand. I mean, he'll really do anything. Manfred von Karma is a man to be feared. That's quite a claim coming from someone who forges evidence. He taught me what it really means to prosecute. What? Just picture a prosecutor as vicious as me, multiplied by a factor of 10. So, was he your teacher then, Mr. Edgeworth? Something like that. And now he's trying to get you found guilty? What a creep! Oh wait, maybe he's planning on losing on purpose to help you out. Not a chance. He hasn't lost once in 40 years. 40 years! He's as ruthless as me times 20. That's pretty ruthless. Like I said, he's a god among prosecutors. I guess that's something like Mia was to me. Speaking of Mia. Maya? Huh? We could really be using Mia's helper now, don't you think? Oh. I can't. Sorry, I tried. I really tried, but I couldn't reach. You couldn't reach? I think it's because I haven't been training. My powers are weak again. Oh man, what bad timing. I'm really sorry. I'll try my best. I hope so. What are you whispering about? Oh, it's nothing. Well, it's time. Let's head in. Court time! So even if you were gone for the big part of this, going over the case in court will be perfectly fine for you to check out. You'll get all the information you need. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Von Karma, is the prosecution ready? Fool. You seriously think that I would stand here and not be completely prepared? Right, my apologies. He's even got the judge scared. Very well. Your opening statement, please? Decisive evidence. A decisive witness. What else could I possibly be required? Nothing, of course. That should be fine. The prosecution may call its first witness. What's with this guy? Is he like royalty or something? How am I supposed to fight against this? I call the detective in charge. Detective Dick Gumshoe. Okay, Gumshoe's first. Let's see how it goes. Describe this incident. Now. Yes, sir. Detective Gumshoe looks nervous. Please take a look at the map. The murder happened around Christmas Eve around midnight. There was one boat in the very middle of the lake. Elder Ronso? I have no idea. There were 2 men on the boat. Now there happened to be a woman camping here on the edge of the lake. At 2:10 a.m. she heard 2 pistol shots. Oh yeah! I know what you mean now. My brain's kinda dumb on Final Fantasy stuff, despite playing all of them. I need to start doing some Final Fantasy. I want to do one real soon. Then the boat started to move. It went downwards towards the boat rental shop. Overhead map added to the court record. Testify to the court about the arrest. Now! Wait, Mr. Von Karma. Yes? Actually, I'm the one who's supposed to be handling these proceedings. Wrong. There's only one thing you need to do here. You will slam down your gavel and say the word guilty. That is your role. Yes, of course. You're right. No, he's not. A man called into the station about 30 minutes after midnight. We headed to the scene of the crime as fast as we could. That's where we found Mr. Edgeworth. Now, I didn't suspect him of anything at all. But the next morning, a body was found in the lake. So we had to arrest Mr. Edgeworth. I see. Very well. Begin your cross-examination, attorney. Now! Oh, God. My brain is shot right now. I don't know what to question on this. Who's this dude? I'll question on that. You received a call from a man? Yup. Oh, SR should not be on. I need to turn that off for today. I'm big dumb. That's the one thing I continually fuck up on. SRinator off. There we go. Well, you said there was a woman camping there. She was the one who heard the 2 gunshots, right? Oh shit. That woman and the man who called into the report are 2 different people, obviously. Different people. There were 2 witnesses. Their testimonies, however, similar. Today I've summoned the woman who was camping. The woman who was camping? Lot of heart. What happened next, detective? We headed to the scene of the crime as fast as we could. That's where we found Miles Edgeworth. Well, from what we saw, he looked pretty relaxed. Not like a murderer at all. Detective, the court requires the facts, not your opinion. How many years have you been on the force? Facts only, detective. Cold, hard, objective facts. Yes, sir. Man, he's got his share of objections. His name is Dick Gumshoe. Also, our witness is named Lotta Hart. And we are Phoenix Wright, because we're correct. Did you find any clues on the body? A single bullet was recovered from the body. He was shot through the heart, fatally. Donnie, you can see why I love this game. All of the puns. Judge, here's the bullet. It didn't strike bone, so its shape is well preserved. Very well. The court accepts this bullet into evidence. Found in the victim's body, fired from a .22 caliber pistol. Why is that? Well, we found the murder weapon on the boat. The murder weapon? A pistol. Detective Gumshoe. That is a vital piece of information. Please revise your testimony. Right. Sorry, Your Honor. The murder we found on the boat was decisive evidence. Press! What about the pistol made it decisive evidence? Tisk, tisk, tisk. He has the same evil laugh as Edgeworth. There were fingerprints on that pistol found on the boat. There were clear prints from in Mr. Edgeworth's right hand. What? Order. Order. So Mr. Edgeworth's fingerprints were found on the murder weapon? Yes, Your Honor. Judge, this is the weapon in question. Accepted into evidence. .22 caliber, fired 3 times. Right hand. It was only fired twice. And it couldn't have been in his right hand from the way the position was. It would have had to have been in his left. We now have the pistol used in the murder, and the bullet found in the body. Detective. Yes, sir. Was the bullet found in the body fired from this pistol? Yes, the ballistic markings on the bullet match the pistol. Hey, Nick. What does he mean, ballistic markings? Shocking. To imagine someone here does not know something as basic as ballistic markings. Nick, he's glaring at me. Very well. I'll explain. Actually, Judge, you do it. Me? Ballistic markings are like the fingerprints of a gun. The barrel sleeves leave a distinctive mark on each bullet it fires. You can examine these ballistic fingerprints to see which gun fired the shot. It is quite accurate. Indeed. This leads to one inevitable conclusion. The bullet found in the victim's heart was without a doubt fired from this pistol. The pistol which, as many of you recall, was covered in the defendant's own fingerprints. Order! Order! This is bad. This makes it look like Edgeworth did it. Well, Judge, I'd say it's almost decisive, yes. Honestly, I could declare a verdict at this point. However, you wish to hear the witness speak, no doubt. Very well. I am somewhat fatigued, and so I will take a brief break. I will call my witness after the recess, which will last 10 minutes. Judge? Yes? What are you doing? A 10-minute recess. Now! Wait, Just bang your flimsy gavel and get on with it, man. Ahem. This court will now take a 10-minute recess. Bro, he looks like a straight-up villain out of Castlevania. Also, hey, Yuri. Who's running this court anyway? Edgeworth, what's going on here? Your fingerprints were on the murder weapon. And that foggy photo makes one thing clear. The only one who could have shot that man was the person in the photo. True. Was that you in the boat? Yes, it was me. What? But you must believe me, I did not shoot him. Then who did? I don't know. You don't know? Weren't you right there? I heard a gunshot from very close by. Then the other man fell from the boat. I can't say why, but I thought at the time that he had shot himself. You mean that it was a suicide? That's the only explanation I can come up with. How am I gonna convince anyone of that? Say, Maya. Huh? What? Any progress with Mia? Oh, sorry. It's no good. Ugh. I know. I'm no good for anything, am I, Nick? If I can't call my sister, I might as well not be here. No, I need you here. I can see you're always trying to help out. Even if you don't actually help, it's the thought that counts, right? It's okay, Nick. You don't have to make me feel better. I don't know anything about trials or defense. What more, I'm just spirit medium who can't even contact spirits. Everyone has their off days. I mean, I've just been getting lucky lately. But you never know when my luck is going to run out. Really? Whoa, right! Don't jinx this case any more than it already is. It's bad for my heart. Oh, sorry. Whoops. Court is now back in session. Mr. Von Karma, call your witness. Yes. Will Miss Lotta Hart take the stand? Lotta Hart, you are a research student at the university. That I am. Good. Begin by telling us what you saw the night of the incident. And don't add anything trivial or subjective. Understand? Y'all need to learn some manners. Understand. Yeah, I understand. Very well. Your testimony, please? It was Christmas Eve. Just after midnight, I reckon. I was in my car. This dude wanna fucking brawl. He can catch the hands. I was in my car. I heard this bang come up from the lake. When I looked out the window, I saw two gents in a boat. Then there was another bang. There wasn't an area thing on the boat, on the lake, but that boat. Enough. Huh? Judge? She happened to take a photo of the incident. This is that photo. Accepted as evidence. Very well. This is a surprise. It looks like the very moment of the murder. Order. I will remove people from this courtroom if I do not have order immediately. As the witness testified, she looked at the lake when she heard the shot. There were no other boats on that lake. So the man in the boat with the victim must have been the one who shot him. Yes, it was the defendant, Miles Edgeworth. Order! Order! I will have order! Well, Judge, the evidence is decisive. I have very little doubt about this case. Very well. This court finds the defendant. Objection! Wait, Your Honor! I haven't cross-examined the witness yet. A cross-examination? We have photographic proof. What question can there possibly be? This photograph is worth 1,000 words, and they all read guilty. You lose. Or do you claim to have found a contradiction in her testimony? Very well. If you have to, you may cross-examine the witness. You will only flounder and ask meaningless questions. You will fail to find anything. And then I will have you held in contempt of court. Nick? Contempt? Contempt of court, you know? I guess I understand. Well, what are you gonna do? Do you really think there are contradictions within the facts of her testimony? There is. I think I noticed one little thing. I'm impressed, Nick. I didn't notice anything. Right, let's take him on. Yeah. Got a bad feeling about this. I understand. I will cross-examine the witness. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Very well. I pray for your sake this isn't a waste of time. Why were you camping there anyway? I'm a research student at university. I was taking pictures to use in my research. What research? This all sounds suspicious. Press further. Miss Hart, could you be more specific about your research? Oh! What does the witness motive have in camping by the lake have to do with this case? The answer is nothing. I will object to this line of questioning. Objection sustained. What the fuck? Wait, now I'm the one who says that. Well then say it already. Objection sustained. Oh, this case fucking kills me inside. I heard this loud bang come up from the lake. Okay, one. So you weren't looking at that lake that whole time? Nope. I looked at it after I heard the noise. She said that already? I asked you to find contradictions, not leisurely chat with the witness. He's hiding something, and I don't fucking like it. I'm gonna find it. Could you clearly see the two men? Just look at the picture. Clear enough for you. Uh-oh. Further. Wait a second. I wasn't asking you about the photo. I was asking if you saw the two men. Yeah, well, of course. The witness that has testified that she saw them. There's also a photo. You best look elsewhere for your precious contradictions. He jumped in quick. He is hiding something. Were you watching the very moment the shot rang out? Well, yeah, sure. You're asking meaningless questions. Meaningless! Contradictions, Mr. Wright, not meaningless babble. On Karma, I think I hate you. He's trying to keep me from talking to the witness. To what end? Are you sure about that? Are you sure about that? Yeah, sure as a country gal can be. That sounds pretty sure. Further. How come you're so sure? Well, heck, I scanned the whole lake. Scanned the whole lake? It almost sounds like she was more interested in the lake than the boat. Miss Hart, you... Mr. Wright. The witness has answered the question in full. Ugh. No need for further questions. Objection sustained. That's what I'm... Sustained! Yes, of course. Oh, great. Enough. I think we've all heard what we need to hear, Mr. Wright. It seems that you are unable to find a contradiction in the testimony worth noting. But, Your Honor, you keep your promise. Mr. Wright, I'm afraid that I will have to penalize any further outbursts by holding you in contempt of court. And if that happens, you'll have to leave the courtroom immediately. Understood? Ooh, that grin! Nick. Lotta's testimony is fishy, Nick. Real fishy. I know what you mean, but if I can't say anything, what can I do? I believe we covered the evidence sufficiently to make a decision. Then pass your judgment. Very well. Miles Edgeworth, please take the stand. No! Who was that? It was me! Maya, is something wrong? Do you need to use the facilities? No, I do not. Lotta Hart, your testimony stinks! It's unclear whether you were actually looking at the lake. It's highly doubtful that you actually saw Mr. Edgeworth. Tell us the truth! This is a matter of life or death. Lotta? Did you really clearly see Mr. Edgeworth that night? Did you see him fire that pistol? You will stand down. The court does not acknowledge the defense's outburst. Answer me, Lotta. What's the big idea? Treat me like some kind of criminal. I saw him, I swear it. I saw Edgeworth. Enough. Judge, declare the defense in contempt of court. Yes, of course. I'm sorry, but you were warned. Guard, escort Mr. Wright out of the courtroom. He is in contempt of court and must leave. No. No! Wait! I was the one who made the outburst, Your Honor. Nick is innocent. Ha! What's the difference? All that remains is the guilty verdict to be declared. Isn't that right, Mr. Phoenix, right? Wrong! Wrong. What? Did you hear what Miss Hart just said? She said she clearly saw Mr. Edgeworth. That was not in the testimony. That changes her testimony, and I have a right to cross-examine her again. Order! You're in contempt of court. It's too late for wild claims. Judge, sustain my objection. I'm sorry, Mr. Von Karma, but I cannot. What? Miss Lotta Hart has made a new testimony. The defense does have a right to cross-examine her again. But he is in contempt of court. No, I am. If you're going to arrest someone, arrest me. Very well. Maya Fey, you will leave the courtroom immediately. Nick, I did what I could. You have to do the rest. Good luck. Maya! Get fucked, you little fucker. You absolute bastard. You and your blue outfit with the fucking gold accents. Shit don't even match. Your fucking scarf is awful. And that comb over don't even fit you. I bet those fucking earrings ain't even real jade. So what's good? I care not for this melodrama. Listen well, Mr. Wright. I do not tolerate badgering of my witnesses. I'm running out of time. Better find a contradiction here or else. Mr. Wright, begin your cross-examination. That last statement. I can't press this. I absolutely can't press this. It's a trap. I have to present something. Clear as day. There was fog. You couldn't have seen it as clear as day. Eat shit. Get got. Got you. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Got you, Miss Hart. Finally. What? You got what? Look at this photograph. The photo I took? The very same. There's something I want you to see in this photo. It's quite clearly visible. The fog, Miss Hart. So, This picture was taken with a professional, high-quality film, correct? Yet even it could not capture the face of the men on the boat. Yet you claim you saw Mr. Edgeworth. How? What? Mr. Wright has a point. That's why I told her not to say that in the testimony. Please. Yet now she has said it, Mr. Von Karma. How could you possibly see Mr. Edgeworth? Explain yourself. Miss Hart? What? Could you see the defendant that night? Of course. I said I could, I meant I could. Then please testify as the circumstances of your sighting. I did it. I finally found a hole in Von Karma's carefully vague testimony. You're right. It was a cold night and the fog was as thick as grits. So, once I finished up setting my camera, I got back in the car. Still, I brought my binoculars with me. When I heard that noise out on the lake, I looked with my binoculars. See? No problem. Oh, binoculars would get fogged up just like everything else. Binoculars. Yeah, binoculars. Yuri's into it. They're usually just lurking up in here. They must fucking hate Von Karma. Yesterday you mentioned that you were looking for shooting stars, correct? Well, yeah. Wouldn't you need a telescope, not binoculars for that? I have doubts about your camera, too. Was it really to take pictures of the meteor showers? The camera is irrelevant in this case. You can't say that for certain. Mr. Wright, is the camera really relevant to this case? If you believe it is, you may continue with your line of questioning. But know this. If you find nothing with this, there will be consequences. Well, Mr. Wright? Do you wish to press further about the camera? Yes! Yuri. The camera is of the utmost importance, sir. It is perhaps the key to this entire case. Therefore, I will continue my line of questioning. Very well. Miss Hart, you will testify to the court about the camera. Yeah, I hear you. Miss Hart, what made you choose that lake to photograph meteors? You know the fog gets thick on the lake. It's not very suited for stargazing. Well, yeah, you see, I guess I wasn't thinking too straight, huh? Mr. Wright, I will not have you badgering my witness because of her challenged intellect. Oh! You're fucking dead to me! Now wait a minute. Continue your testimony. You were saying how it was you saw Mr. Edgeworth. Urgh. No unnecessary comments, please. Bro, I have a thing called ears that help me detect bullshit. and they're popping off. Like, they're exploding right now. My bullshit detectors are off the fucking radars. Like, they're off the chart. Meteors wouldn't make noises. You were photographing shooting stars. That's a lie. Says who? I saw the camera you set up yesterday. It was pointed directly at the lake. You have to point a camera upwards to take photos of the stars, Miss Hart. Oof. Mr. Wright, what are you getting at? The witness was not at the lake to photograph shooting stars, Your Honor. Well, what exactly was she photographing? She was looking for Gordy! Oh! She's a dweeb! I present the evidence that she's a big nerd. This is what you were trying to photograph. What's this? A newspaper article. Gordy. Ah, the sighting at Gord Lake. Well, Miss Hart, I never heard of no lake monster. You got some proof or something? Let's see your proof that I was down at the lake trying to photograph this Gordy. I have proof. Your fucking camera. You're done for. You're donezo, buddy. Intriguing. Very well, let's see it. And no joking around this time, please. What is the proof that the witness was trying to photograph? The lake monster. The proof, Miss Hart, is your own camera. Your camera was set to take photos in response to loud noises, correct? Thus the photograph taken when the gun was fired on the lake. And here, the article about Gordy. According to this article, Gordy made a loud noise when it emerged. Well, you were trying to photograph Gordy, weren't you? And that's why you had set up your camera to respond to loud noises. Order! Order! I see. I too thought it was a little strange. Yeah, sure. Well, Miss Hart? You were camping there to try to take a photo of Gordy, weren't you? Yeah, not bad. Are all you lawyers that smart? So smart, boy. I was down there to try to take a photograph of Gordy. You got me. So what? Huh? That don't change what I saw, does it? Exactly. What you just used several minutes of our time to prove is nothing more than the witness is an idiot who thinks monsters exist. Hey! But as she so seekingly said, so what? It changes nothing. Not true. You were hiding the whole thing about Gordy for some reason. I know it. But what could have it been? Whatever it is, I'm getting to the bottom of this. Miss Hart, why did you hide the fact that you were searching for Gordy from the court? Please revise your testimony. Right. Fine, I'll testify. I won't change nothing, though. Yeah! And I'm going to spot it. Actually, I'm not a research student at a university. I'm an investigative photographer. Imagine what a scoop it'd be if I found a picture of that monster. That's why I was camping out by that lake. But that's all I was hiding. When I heard the bang, I looked right straight out at the lake. There wasn't much to look at, so I just watched that boat the whole time. Then I saw a flash near one of the men's hands, and I heard another gunshot. I was looking right at that boat the whole time. Crossed my heart and hoped to fry. Well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. The witness's testimony is unchanged from before. Whether she is a research student or a photographer has no bearing on this case. There is no need to waste more of our time with another pointless cross-examination. I claim the defense's right to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. Von Karner's up to something, and I know it. He doesn't want me to cross-examine her because why? Was there a contradiction? Very well, you may cross-examine. You may begin the cross-examination. You seem so sure of yourself, you must have something in mind. Ha, that would be a first. Haha, very funny. You understand this is your last chance at a cross-examination, Mr. Wright. If there is no problem with the testimony this time, we will have to let the witness leave. I will announce my verdict at that time, Mr. Wright. Understood? Yes, Your Honor. I don't like that one. Oh, but I need to really be fucking close on what I press. You'd have to like cross-reference? Photo? Oh. My brain says the other photo, but my gut says the Gordy article. There's also the camera that's a good choice too. Go with my gut. Miss Hart, were you really looking at that boat? What's with you? Of course I was looking at it. It's the only thing out there. Any normal person be looking at it. I agree. Any normal person would. But you're far from normal. What? Y'all want to step over here and say that? You were camping at the lake to take a picture of Gordy. Think about it. What would you do if you heard a loud noise? You'd be scanning the lake for any sign of Gordy, that's what. You wouldn't give the boat a second thought. Order. Continue, Mr. Wright. You were testifying that you were watching the boat through binoculars. However, you wouldn't need binoculars to watch that boat. You needed them to search for Gordy, and that's what you were doing. My gut was correct. Well, now that y'all mention it, I did sort of take my binoculars and kind of scan the lake a bit. I mean, Gordy might have been out there and all. Miss Hart, are you saying that you were not watching the boat then? Sorry, y'all. I wasn't fibbing, really. I just thought I could, you know, be a witness to a murder and all. Kinda got excited. I was sure I was watching the boat till now. This is totally uncalled for. But hey, I got the photograph. You got proof. Still, we can't see who is shooting in this. Right. That's why I took this photo and... Witness, that is enough. You've had a long day. Shut your pie hole. Shut my what? What is she going to say? She took the photograph and what? Wait a second. She even had the photograph to prove it. But you really can't see who the photo is shooting. That's why she said she's going to enlarge the photo. She said it'll drop the quality a mite, but we'll let us see who's who. Oh! She enlarged that photo. Oh, Von Karma let her show it. I've got a hunch. I bet the enlarged photo shows something bad for Von Karma. This is my chance. If I'm wrong, though, it'll mean prison for Edgeworth, or worse. What should I do? Show that motherfucking photo! I love evidence. Mr. Hart, look at... Miss Hart, look at this photograph. You enlarged this photograph, did you not? Yeah, I did. Why has that enlargement not been presented to the court? Because it does not exist. What are y'all talking about? You're the ones who told me not to show it off in court in the first place. You old fool. Ooh. What is the meaning of this, Mr. Von Karma? Miss Hart, show the photo to the court. Show us the enlargement. The prosecution objects to the submission of this evidence. Objection denied. The witness will show the enlargement to the court. Here it is. Oh! It was the wrong hand. Could it be that the defendant... Or maybe it's not. Regardless, I'll cite this as evidence. Happy now, Mr. Wright? It's the wrong hand! You asked for the enlargement, you got the enlargement. And little good it has done any of us. That's why I requested she not show it. I suppose this means that the cross-examination is over, obviously. And I would like to close the cross-examination of Mrs. Lotta Hart. And none too soon. That was a flagrant waste of my time. Mr. Von Karma, do you have anything to add? I stated everything that needed when this trial began. Decisive evidence. A decisive witness. What else could I possibly be required? Nothing, of course. Then I believe it is time for me to declare my verdict. Wait. It's not supposed to go like this. There has to be a clue in the photo. It's somewhere. This is bad. Your Honor, there's something decisively strange with this enlargement. And what might that be? Mr. Wright, you will show what you mean. What is this? What about this photo is strange? Okay, here goes nothing. I'll show the judge what's strange about this photo. Here, Your Honor. The shooter? I'm not sure I understand. What about the shooter is strange? Look at the hand holding the pistol, Your Honor. The hand? The hand directly contradicts another piece of evidence. This man's left hand does what? Let me show you. I'll show you the evidence that this left hand contradicts. Edgeworth's right hand. The evidence is clear. The man in this photograph is holding the pistol with his left hand. However, the prints on the murder weapon were from Edgeworth's right hand. Ergo, the man shooting this pistol in this photograph is not Mr. Edgeworth. Now that everyone is in the courtroom has quieted down, I would like to reconvene this court of law. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. You have given us definitive proof today. We now know that it was not Mr. Edgeworth who fired that pistol last night. However, that leaves us with a rather large problem. If Mr. Edgeworth didn't do it, then who shot our victim? Precisely. As we have seen, there were no other people on that lake that night. But who but the defendant could have shot the victim? It's Larry! It was Larry all along! There's only one explanation to this. The man who shot the victim was none other than the victim himself! So you're saying that the victim committed suicide? Yes, Your Honor. I can't think of no other explanation. Indeed, that does seem to be the only remaining option. I'm so very sorry, Mr. Wright. But suicide is out of the question. What? An examination of the victim's wound reveals the distance at which he was shot. The distance? The victim was clearly shot from further than a meter away. A meter. That's 3 feet. There is no way it could have been a suicide. Order. Order! Mr. Von Karma, are you sure of the accuracy of your data? Of course, I had considered the possibility of suicide. Autopsy report. Updated. I see. Very well. Allow me to state my opinion. Considering the situation, the shooter had to be the defendant, Mr. Edgeworth. However, the prints on the gun reveal that the shooter was not Mr. Edgeworth. This is a conundrum. Therefore, I would like to suspend the proceedings of this trial for a day. Yeah! The court orders the defense and the prosecution further investigate this matter. Understood? Yes, Your Honor. That is all. This court is adjourned. Yo, fucking suck it, Ron Karma! Whew, that was a close one. Hey, don't you have anything to say? No, I have yet to be declared innocent, Mr. Wright. Well, yeah, but what happened out there on the lake anyway? If he didn't commit suicide, then who? The shooter was about a meter away, too. What? Don't give me that look. I did not kill him. I'm just kidding around. Look, I'm going to go check on Maya. Oh, right. What? It's all good. I'm glad you're getting into it. Tell her something for me. What? Tell her to watch what she says in court. That is all. Would it kill you to just state how you really feel with a thanks, Edgeworth? I requisitioned a transcript of Lauder's entire testimony. I thought it might give me some ammunition for the trial tomorrow. Of course, she didn't see the shooter, so the only part of her testimony that stood was the bang she heard. To be continued. I think that's where we're gonna end it for now. It's a little earlier than normal, but I don't want to go deeper than I can get through. And I think I know just who to stream. Who to raid. Yeah, no, I know exactly who to raid. I'm glad you're enjoying it, though. So, I want to thank Skern for the raid of 4, and I want to thank everyone for coming by. Aaron, Yuri, Hotaru, and Max, and the people from Skern's raid. With that, I guess I should tell this information again. On the 23rd of next month, I should be on a flight for the next, 24 hours. And next Friday, I will be doing a movie night and a special stream. Not Friday, on Saturday, I think. Yeah, it should be Saturday. I will be doing a special stream after the movie night and such. So I would love it if you guys could tune in. And I want you guys to have a lovely night, okay? These are the raid messages. The top one is for if you're a sub, and the bottom one is if you're not. We're going to raid Prince Mew because they're fresh off of having... Just today they had their wisdom teeth removed. And they're having a lovely little chill stream. So if you can spread them some love, more information on that. They're my artist. They're doing a lot of the art that's going to be popping up on stream soon. They'll be doing my panels, all the new emotes, and all kinds of cool stuff. So spread some love for them. Alright, we're going to raid now.
Lovely. How are you?